I don't know. I guess for you, is it all about 4 games you played with them this year? Is it about the last 10 games they've played coming into the playoffs? Like how have you kind of looked at scouting them and kind of what you all need to do?
We know who they are, what they're capable of. You know, what their identity is, and obviously you guys know as well. So we've been working these last few days on just being ultra vigilant about transition. Transition. The way they move the ball around the floor in the half court, how unselfish they are. They all make each other better. Just being ready to go from the jump defensively. Starting with our offense.
I don't think anyone would call you like a gambler on defense. You're pretty solid with what you do, but I guess for you, especially transition, are there some keys of, maybe not trying to overhelp, or, if some guy gets beat or whatever, there is a missed assignment for you to not try to make up or clean, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you're
Yeah. I mean, obviously I have to do what I do in regard to our team defensive system. That's always required of me. My teammates trust on me being there, and I can't miss those assignments. But I know what you mean by gambling, obviously. And again, in star transition, that even includes crashing offensive glass. I have to be smart about that. If I'm in the paint, I can box out, give it a look. But the way these guys run, a lot of times it's just when that shot goes up, you got to start getting back.
You had better results against them this year than you did last regular season with playoffs. Do you feel y'all match up better this year than maybe you did a year ago, or what do you think's been the key to?
Yeah, I mean, we obviously feel confident. We like how things have gone, but again, we know what they're capable of. We know who they are, and they're absolutely going to come out playing that way from the jump for a full 48 minutes. They're going to try to run us the whole game.
Does playing slower on offense actively make them play slower? Like, if you guys play slower, can you pull their pace down, or is that not something you can do?
I think it works to an extent. Obviously taking care of the ball as well, making the right decisions, making the easy plays instead of the home run plays. Taking away those opportunities for them to get out. Obviously slows them down a little bit, but it's so built into their DNA. It's tough to get them out of that rhythm completely.
Can you describe the tension that the two-man game between Halliburton and Turner kind of puts you in?
Yeah, they're obviously both great at what they do, especially in that situation. Miles is such a fantastic shooter. We really have to be on high alert. We have to know what we're doing in that coverage, and we have to communicate it right away. There's no room for a mistake or leeway or anything like that to take a second to think about it, because in that moment, the play's already over. The ball's in the basket.
When I think of unique offensive attackers, obviously Giannis is one of them. I think Tyrese is also one of them, with like the jump passes, the hook passes, getting up in the air and kind of making you not sure what he's going to do. Just how big of a challenge can he be as like the engine of their offense?
Yeah, he just has great vision. He's unselfish. He's a great playmaker. Like you said, the way he does it's a little unorthodox, and he's great at it in those situations. So you have to be on alert, on your toes at all times. And obviously we have to be ready for the other guys, and the ways they make plays. Whether they're standing behind the three-point line, they have a lot of great cutters. Guys who move on the backside, when you don't necessarily have vision, and that obviously requires more communication on the backside. So much of it's just communication and being ready to see these fires and put them out.
What about some key guys without playoff experience, Porter, Rose? Just what do you kind of say to them, what to kind of prepare them for what they're going to encounter, or do you feel they're already ready?
Yeah, they're good. They know what to do. They've proved themselves so many times already this year. We just want them to keep being productive, keep doing what they're doing. And, for us, I think so much for us, whether it's preseason game 1, regular season game, I don't know, whatever, 30, whatever, first playoff game, it doesn't matter. We're going to be the same team.
I would say this, I don't know
Mm-hmm.
What have you seen from him to control games in the last, 3 weeks of the season, where you guys kind of just lean all the way into him running things off?
Yeah, he's just been so great at doing everything for us offensively. Playing every position, running things, leading. Being a point guard. As we've seen him do. And it just shows how smart a player is, how high IQ he is. So many people see him being the athlete, being that all-world athlete, doing these amazing things no other human can do. But, we've really got a chance to see how smart a basketball player he is these past few weeks.
With that, the two-man game with you and him, I think it's been, I don't know, it's going to change the pace, or you see it here or there.
Yeah.
How much would you like to lean into that, or is that something depending on a matchup where you rolling? I mean, the lob connection seems pretty good with you two. Just I don't know. As he's had that ball, he's done it more.
Yeah. Obviously, that connection's always there. That's always there. We're able to do that. We're able to read each other. And he's such a great playmaker. He makes it easy. Obviously, we want to give him his space. If he doesn't need that, if we don't need that, that's not the answer. We're not going to be doing it. But if it comes to it, that's there.
He's always been a guy that seems to have so much fun on the court. Do you feel like he's even having more fun with so much control of this offense as the point guard?
Yeah, he is. He's having a great time. He's obviously he's all about winning, all about doing the right things, but he does enjoy the game. It's the way I think he grew up playing. Playing when you play with brothers like that, like he did. I know what that's like. It's about enjoying the game, having fun too. You may get in fights and stuff like that, but that's part of it too. But yeah, he's absolutely having a great time.
Were you the point guard in the brothers games?
I did get to work on a lot of guard stuff because I had two older brothers and then Robin. So Robin was usually the big man. I was the power forward a lot, in high school and stuff like that. But with two older brothers who were bigger than me for a long time, I did get to do a lot of guard stuff. I got some work there.